All right, guys, welcome back to this 2,000 point Warhammer 40k battle report. Before we get into the list, I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to ask everybody to hit that like, subscribe, notification button. It really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. It has been 30 days, over 30 days since I put up a battle report. I do have a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to put up yet. I've just had a lot of stuff going on. I hurt my neck. I wasn't able to play. So I appreciate everybody who stayed with the channel and with this process that I had to go through health wise. And like I said, I thank my members. I thank everybody, like I said, for sticking with me. Now we're going back. I'm 100% better. Back at what I got to do to make myself healthy again. And we are now going to consistently put up a video a week of MCP and 40k. And starting next month, we're going to do 2 AOS games as well. I know you guys don't care about that, so let's just get into the list. So bring in more. I have not had a chance to really get off and running with the Death Guard Codex. I am now. We've played 2 games. I played 2 games. So guys, if I get something, please forgive me because, like I said, there's a lot to go over in this book, and there's a lot of stuff coming out on all the other games that I'm trying to learn. So. Starting off with I'm going to be in Deathlord's Chosen. I'm going to be in that. So basically, what I do is anything that is inflicted on Gabriel's team in his command phase, we'll roll a dice, and more wounds will happen. You'll see that all happen when we play it out. I'm not going to get into all the changes because the Codex has been out for now a couple weeks, so a lot of other people have already covered it. So, excuse me, Mortarion is going to be my warlord. A lot of changes with Mortarion. If you haven't seen them on the table yet, we'll try to show as much as we can and not forget stuff. I have 3 separate units of blade haulers, and basically +1 to wound, +1 to hit on vehicles and monsters. That will only come into play one time. And then we have hold on, Gabriel's dying over here.
Yep.
All right, so I think everybody's safe now. No one's dying. He was choking on apparently some plague mist that were coming off my mouth. I'm just kidding. We got 10 Blight Lord Terminators. They are going to be equipped with 2 of them will have the Flail Corruption. Another 2 will have the Auto Reapers, which actually are pretty good now. And then we have the rest of them are going to be combi weapons, which are anti-infantry 4 and dev wounds. But they'd be solid. They're going to be led by Lord Verlance. He does some cool stuff. I'm not going to get into it right now, but he does some cool stuff. We also have a 6-man unit of Death Shroud Terminators. The guy with the chimes is going to be my champion. They're going to be led by Lord Discordant. They're also going to have the icon of Despair, which lessens if anybody's within 6, lessens their leadership at 1. I have a 5-man unit of Blight Lord Terminators. It's kind of equipped the same way as the 10. We have 1 Flail Corruption, we have 1 Auto Reaper, and then we have Bale Swords and combi weapons. They're going to be led by Typhus. And then we have 5-man Plague Marine unit, 2 5-man Plague Marine units just by themselves. We're going to have some Reapers in that as well. I think they're going to be actually Plague. Plague launchers or not plague launchers? What the heck are they called? Blade launchers. So that's gonna and then they're just gonna have regular combi bolters. What's important about them is now that everything's changed, if they hit a unit, they put that unit in affliction to the beginning of my next turn, which is actually gonna be pretty big. If you've read the Death Guard Codex, that's pretty solid. So that's what we got going on. 1,995 points, I believe. That's going to be my Death Guard unit. Let's go check out. Oh, and I'm picking the -1 to the save characteristic. That's what I'm going to be picking for right now. And then let's go check out Dark Angels. All right, guys, before we get into it, my buddy Gabriel is back. All right, sir, what'd you bring us?
All right, so today it's Dark Angels in Stormlance, which means army-wide advance and charge. No fancy tricks or stratagems because I'm not really mounted, except I do have a move away from you if you get too close. I brought the Lion in all of his beautiful glory. I brought the Lieutenant with combi weapon. I brought 25 Terminators because I wanted this to be a brawly fight. It is 3x5 of Deathwing Knights, all with the maces, and the sergeants have their special mace.
For those who don't like good at math, it's this right here.
And then I brought 2 Deathwing Terminators, and these are a little different from the regular ones. They get ignore modifiers to their hit roll. They also get +1 hit if they are attacking the Oath target. All of them have power fists, except for the captains who have power weapons and some rockets attached to them. I brought Azrael and some Inner Circle companions, 5 scouts, 5 intercessors, and an ATV.
All right, how many points?
This is exactly 2,000.
No enhancements.
No enhancements.
All right, let's get into it. We'll be back with the deployment and the terrain. All right, guys, we are back. So the mission we're playing is Dawn of War. So very easy deployment zone. I line up on this side, he lines up on that side. Take it, hold, which is just hold 1, score 5 points. Hold 2, score 10 points. Hold 3, score 15 points. You can only max out at 15 points. And then we have adapt or die, which is twice per game we get to choose another. We draw another card and we can choose which one we want to get rid of. So it's like free. What's the strat? I can't think of what the strat called.
New orders is what it's called.
Yeah, free new orders. So pull this back so you can see the board. You guys, you've seen this before. Since this is the first game back with Death Guard on the channel, we did not do the Necron stuff. That is coming back. That will continue again. But as of right now, you guys have seen this board before. So this middle part we are going to play is all big ruins. So it's one piece. If you get inside, you can shoot in, you can shoot out, but you cannot shoot across it. You have to be fully within the shootout. That is GW's rules. I know sometimes we don't play it that way, but I'm trying to emphasize this now that we're starting to play so people don't get confused. Half my unit in, half my unit out. The only guys that can shoot are the ones that are in, not the guys that are out. So that's that. If Mortarion is halfway out, halfway in, he cannot shoot out, but he can get shot. Inside here, we're going to play this is going to be the same thing as at ruins. So if you're inside, you get a bunch of windows you can see and you can see out. In our deployment zones, that is going to be ruins, but first floor line of sight blocking. So pretend like those windows are boarded up. And then we are going to play those as crates, obviously. So you can't go through them. You got to go around them. You can go over them, but you can't. That's how that would work. This is just going to be cover. Like if you were to look at ruins, if you look at woods, we can shoot through this if we want, and you will still get cover shooting through it. With this, because we like to play a little bit more narrative, Celestine, anything in this block here, inside the sidewalk, you will get cover if you're within range of Celestine. On my side, we still have the same thing as the crates. We have first floor line of sight blocking with this. And first floor line of sight blocking with this piece of ruins as well. I only have my Blight Lords up in the air. My 5-man unit of Blight Lords with Typhus up in the air. What do you have, Gabriel, up in the air?
I have both of my regular Deathwing Knights and both regular Deathwing Terminators and one Deathwing Knight up in the air.
And as far as the deployment goes, basically you just put everything on the line, and the cards are going to dictate where I'm going to go. I don't know if you had any kind of strategic plan over here, but what do you got?
Well, the strategic plan is hope I go second and charge you.
Which is fair. Which is a fair assessment. All right, so first, do you want to go second? I honestly don't care, to be quite honest with you.
All right. I wanted to go second, but it looks like I'm going first.
All right, we'll be back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. And Gabriel, so what cards did you draw?
I drew Overwhelming Force and Marked for Death. I used Adapt or Die to redraw Overwhelming Force into No Prisoners.
Yep.
And I drew behind enemy lines, but that shuffled back in.
Right.
So now it's... so I had Marked for Death and No Prisoners. I went to my movement phase, but somebody set up a shooting gallery on this table and then brought a bunch of shooting, and I brought a melee army. So we're going to just stage a little bit and hope next turn gives a little better.
Moved out there.
Yeah, basically that. The lion got outside of threat range, but stay out of range. So,
all right, so at the end of your turn, you score 0.
I scored nothing.
All right, and now we'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys. So here's what we did. I got secure no man's land, and I got recover assets. So it kind of just pushed up a little bit. So I am securing no man's land here with this guy. We're gonna recover assets with this one. Recover assets with these guys. I moved everybody up front. I advanced. I used a stratagem called Mortarian's Teaching, which allows me to move a Terminator unit, give their weapons assault and heavy. So I did that just to move up to give them so they can shoot. I will be able to shoot out that way, not with all the bolters because they're not all in range, but then I moved these guys up here and got everything arranged into these guys here. So I'm hoping to just do a little bit of work here. So we're going to shoot first with these guys here. We have, let's see, I have the blade launcher. All right, so we got D3 on the blade launcher plus blast. That's going to be 2. Hitting on 3s. Both hit and one's lethal. And wounding on 6 to 6?
5.
5. So
we're not fancy Death Guard Terminators.
So we got 2 at -1, 2 damage.
So I did go to ground, so I get cover, and I'm not afflicted yet, so I'm on 2s. I'm good.
All right, how about that? But you will be inflicted
I'm afflicted now, yeah.
Well, not yet. I still have one more shot. So the bolt gun, I only have 1 bolt gun in there because the rest are plague weapons and carbonic. Just 1. And hits. Wounds, I'm sorry.
Okay. So that was...
No AP.
Good.
All right. So now they are inflicted.
Yep.
So we will go with the Meltus from the Mephetic Blade Hauler.
Yep.
And that's going to be... I like the fact that it is now, saying this for the camera, I like the fact that this is now lethal. So mouth of 2. I'm sorry, 2 shots. Hitting on 3 spot? Nothing. That's terrible. I think I'm going to re-roll one of those. I'm going to spend 1 for my re-roll.
Okay.
Down to 0. Still nothing. Alrighty. And then this is the crack. Misses. This guy's doing well. And then the other guy's not in range. Alright, so now we'll bring up all these guys here. I got to see how many are in range. All right, so we got 3 guys in bolter fire. So let's do that. So we have 3 guys. It's going to be 3 hits, hitting on 4s. Because of there's a lot of things going on. I get to re-roll the wound rolls because of him, and because of the blistering. How do you say that last one? Blistering Follisade?
Fusillade.
Fusillade. Thank you. We get to add, because they are inflicted, we get to add +1 strength and penetration. So this is the bolters going into that unit. Hitting on 4s. Just 1. And it's lethal. So, okay, we got off the devastating. So it's going to be -1 damage.
Fails that. Takes one of them takes 1.
Auto Reapers. 4 shots each. I got 2 of those that are in range. Hitting on 3s. That was pretty solid. Was this in here? Or that out? That was out. No, wait.
No, that was in.
That was in. They all hit.
And then wounding on 2s.
And wounding on 2s because of strength 8, because of the...
afflicted, yeah.
Afflicted. So this misses. And
you get to reroll your wound roll?
Oh, I get to reroll. That's right. Thank you, sir. And that's devastating.
Of course it is.
So
of course it is.
We have -2. We have 7 -2s. 1 damage. That's a 3. That's a 3.
Oh, that's 3? Okay. That's 3. So, real convenient on that one, Dave. So that's, I take a total of...
you can reroll
I'm messing with you. 5.
And then you the 1 dev.
Yeah, I counted that.
Yeah.
So, I reduced it to 1 damage. So
I got you. And they were in Nurgle's gift to -1 anyway because they're inflicted. Yeah, if it's like that, dude.
No, yeah.
Then
it's clear what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you are. And that would be it for my shooting. Yeah, I think that's it for my shooting because I can't reach anything else. So that is going to be recover asset scores at the end of my turn, or at the end of your turn, and secure no man's land, what I did for 5, because I secured 3 no man's land. And we'll be back after Gabriel's. All right, we are back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, Gabriel, what'd you do? What card did you draw first?
So I drew
command phase stuff first.
Yeah, command phase. The Lion is going to be in 4-up, an aura of 4-up, feel no pain against mortals to everything within 6 inches.
Okay.
And as you'll farm the extra CP,
okay.
I spent 1 of it to reroll the advance for these Deathwing Knights. Then as far as secondaries, I drew established locusts.
Okay.
And
what was the other one?
And I still have no prisoners.
Oh, no prisoners. Okay.
So I hadn't gotten rid of that yet.
All right, and then I'm going to spend 1 to Overwatch the Lion, and with this Blight Lord Terminator thing. So here we go. So hitting on 6s, these are the Auto Reapers. Nothing. Mystery Morian's reroll, McCarthy's reroll, and then here are the combi weapons. So we have 3 of those. He is not infantry, right?
Nope.
So I'm going to need 6s. Well, strength 4, 5.
T9 down to 8, so yeah, still 6s.
Well, 5 because I'm going up because of the he's inflicted. He's within contingent range.
Oh yeah.
So just 1. 1 minus 1.
The Lion fails apparently.
Just takes 1 damage. That could have been way better. It was not though. All right, sir. What did you did move a little bit, right? Did you talk about your movement phase or not?
I mean, mostly since I'm in Stormlance, everybody advanced, so they advanced a good bit. Everybody's on the table, and
They stay where they are.
I've actually just shifted to the right a little bit. Nothing too crazy on that.
You didn't came down
And
here?
then those guys came down in the back, and they'll probably just establish a locus for me.
Okay. Is your
I think
shooting
that's
phase?
it to shooting. Actually, I will do one other thing. I forgot to move him. I'm just going to nudge him back a bit.
No problem.
All right, so let's do some shooting. So the Lion might as well shoot his... Actually, no. He advanced. He doesn't have assault. None of this has assault. So the only shooting is going to be this right here. It's going to go into the Mephitic on the objective.
Okay.
So because he's the only thing that didn't advance.
Is he supposed to be on here?
No.
Okay.
We'll get there in a second.
All right.
Multi-Meltas hitting on 3s, 2 hits. They're not lethal Meltas like some people get. What's the toughness on the Mephitics?
9.
All right. Forge to wound. That's 1 for you. At AP 4 into that Mephitic.
Yeah, something like that. AP 4?
Yep.
5 up? Nope. Damage.
Just 1. I think I will CP reroll that, though.
Okay. Makes sense.
2. It got better.
It did. It doubled. So it's down to 8.
And then it's bolters 1, and then that needs to be like a 6. No.
All right.
Okay. That's it for his shooting, and I think that's it for all of my shooting.
Charging.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have these guys right here. Now, Mortarian's shoot back is only at the unit that shot at him, right?
Right.
Or that did the shooting.
Right.
I see. We'll go ahead and put it in the Blight Lords.
All right.
It's a lot of shots. So we'll start off. There is 1 underslung grenade launcher. It hits. That'll wound at AP 2.
AP 2.
Yep.
Do get cover, so it's gonna be AP 1. So 3 up. Good.
All right, and just 1 sec. There we go.
Very good.
Then it's the rest of their shooting. So it's 20 shots. 5.
I do like the fact that they went up shots.
Yeah, you have to shoot them all at the same target, but
Still.
all right, 3s and then 5s.
Those are misses, right?
Aren't
that your oath target?
That is my other target. Yeah, you're right. So I had 6 misses. And those come back. Then we do 5s here. Looks like about 5 wounds, 6 wounds. That's not bad.
All right. Then we're no AP.
1 AP. So
1 AP. So 2s. Because of cover takes 1.
neat.
They're down to 2. I'll put it on one of these guys here.
Okay. Are they shooting back thanks to Mortarion?
They're not.
Okay.
No.
All right, then I think we're on to charges.
No, we will fight on death.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're going to do the Terminators into them first and make it on an 8.
Ryan, what else is going into them?
The Lion, definitely.
Let's roll that and then we'll move all this off.
Sounds good. The Lion gets an 8 as well.
Okay.
And then we're going to do over here, we're going to do the Inner Circle Companions into that Mephitic.
Okay.
They make it on a 7.
All right.
And then these Deathwing Knights over here are going into that Mephitic.
Okay.
And they make it on an 8.
Well, let's be back. All right, we are back after all this piling. So, piled in here, piled in everything here, piled in everything here. Right now, just in the beginning of the fight phase, just so I don't forget, Mortarion is going to declare once per turn that they're going to fight on death, which is called, what's that called? The very last one.
Inflamed Reprisal.
Okay, Inflamed Reprisal. So everybody knows that on 2 up, they'll fight on death. So you get to go, sir.
Okay. So we'll start off with Azrael and the Inner Circle Companions real quick.
Okay.
So go a smidge quicker. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Strength 6, Dev Wounds. So drop 1, no Q. Oh, he does actually have sustain hits for his units. So
okay.
6 hits, and then wounding on 5s with devastating wounds.
So 2 devs.
So 2 devs and 1 wound at AP4.
What AP4?
Yep.
1 at AP4. 5 up. Good. What's the dev?
2 damage.
All right, so he's down to 6.
No, that's it's the other one.
I'm sorry. He's down to 6 actually. Because he would have been down to 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll do the Inner Circle Companions, and that's 24 attacks. That's 8, 12, 16, 24. And then these have lethal hits. So 6s are lethal and sustained.
Okay.
That drops.
Hitting on what?
Hitting on 3s.
Gotcha.
Okay, so drop looks like 8, but I'm going to pick 4 of them back, put 4 of them back in for the sustains.
Yep.
And then these are strength 6, so wound you on 5. Looks like that is a total of 9.
Oh, I forgot about those.
AP2 damage 2.
9 of them.
Yep.
9 AP2s.
Yep.
So it's still 5s. So only rolled 1, and the damage 2. You said.
Yep.
All right. Does he blow up? He does not.
All right, and then once he dies, I'll pile in onto the other guy in the objective.
Yep.
Okay. So then we will go to, let's do those Deathwing Knights over here real quick.
All righty.
All right. The Deathwing Knights have 4, so it's 12 attacks with the anti-vehicle maces. So these will hit on 2s and then wound on 4s.
Pretty solid.
Drop 1. No keywords there, unfortunately. And then wound on 4s. No rerolls here. So that is 4 at AP2 damage 2.
5 up. Damage 2.
Yep.
He's down to 6.
And then the Great Weapon of the Unforgiven. This is sustain hits devastating. Nice. And then wound on 5s. Just 1 more.
Devastating.
Devastating, yeah. So 2 damage.
2 damage, so he's down to 4.
Okay. And then we'll go to the main show here in a minute.
Everybody came to see.
All right. So we'll start off with the Deathwing Knights.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. We'll start off with the Deathwing Knights. Start off with the Great Weapon of the Unforgiven. I think I'm going to go fishing.
Those are lethals, right?
These are sustained, not lethal.
Okay.
So
it's pretty solid.
Yeah. That's why I went fishing. And then these will wound on 5s with devastating wounds. No dev wounds. So it looks like just 2 saves at AP2 damage 2.
AP2, so it's going to be 4 ups. So that was actually pretty cocked. So good.
All right. Then 16 attacks. That's 9, 12, 16. Anything. So no keywords here. So we're just going to take the 2s.
This is the same Terminators?
Yes.
Okay.
So drop one of the 16, and then these will also wound on 5s. Looks like 5, 6 AP2 damage too.
6 AP, so 6 4-ups. So damage 2 each, you said?
Yep.
All right, so that's going to kill the one guy that has 2 wounds. That's going to kill another guy, and that's going to put one guy on 2 wounds.
Okay.
So let me roll for these 2 guys real quick. So they're both going to fight on death. And let me just set this up. So that's going to kill this guy here. And that's going to kill... we'll kill this guy as well. So, I guess we'll just put him there.
Okay.
And then for 1 on 2 wounds, which is going to be... get this guy right here.
Okay. All right, then we'll go to the lion.
Okay.
Although your fight on death happens now.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say. All right, so we have... so I have 2 guys that were into the lion, so we'll go into the lion just to see if we can hurt them.
Probably.
So
actually, this unit's kitted for ranged, although they do have decent melee.
Yeah, so we have hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Ooh, we don't have lethals on this. I think they do. Let me pause this for 1 second. All right, so lethal. This misses, and then strength 5.
T 9 down to 8. So
Down to 8, so 5s. So just gonna have 1 more. Yeah, -2, 2 damage.
3 up invuln. He's good.
That's good. All right,
All right.
see that, man.
Then the lion will swing his strike profile. Those are lethal.
Okay.
And actually, I think I will re-roll everything. It got way worse. And these will be on 3s.
Hey, it came up last time pretty good, dude.
4 at
what?
AP 4, damage 4.
All right, 4-ups. So save 1 of them. Damage 4.
Yep.
All right, so you can kill 3 more. So we'll just kill these 3 right here.
Okay.
Well, kill these 3 right here. This one that's touching and this one.
Okay.
So we'll move this over here. Let me roll for that. They all do get to fight again. There.
And this is going to the Deathwing Knights.
This is going to Deathwing this time. This is 3s. Lethal, misses. And then 5 to
4 now.
4 now, so 3s. This misses, so we have 6 of them at -2, 2 damage.
All right, so 6 on my invuln for 1 damage. So that still kills 1.
Okay.
And 1's down to 3.
Alrighty. So I'm going to consolidate all this in a minute, and we'll be right back. All right. All right, guys. So we're going to go these 4 into the lion, and these 2 into the Deathwing Knights. So first, we're going to do the flail into the lion, hitting on 3s. So we have 2 lethals. These miss. And then strength 5, so 5s. So we have -1, 2 damage.
Everything's on the 3 up invuln for the lion. Oh my gosh. I'm going to reroll 1 of those. Okay, so he takes 4.
4, okay. And then this is the other one. 1 lethal. These 1s and 2s miss. And then 5s. Just 2. So we have 3 of them with that lethal. At -2. -2, 2 damage.
He's at 1.
All right, well, he's still alive. So now we're going to go with the flail and these guys here. Hitting on 3s. This is lethal. These don't make sense. And then strength, these are 3s because it's strength 5. Toughness 4. So we have 5 of them at -2. 2 damage.
4 ups.
No, was that the flail? It's -1.
Oh, okay. That's still a bad roll. So one guy who was on 3 is now dead.
Okay. It's 2 damage. Oh, they reduced. Never mind. I'm sorry. They reduced. And then here is the big dude hitting on 2s. It'll hit. That's lethal. Strength 8, toughness 4, so 2s again. Yeah. This misses. So it's going to be 4 at -2, 2 damage.
Pass fail. So one guy's down to 2.
All right. Then we're going to go over here for the Mephitic Blight Hauler. And I think he has, looks like 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. How about that? That's lethal. Now, strength is strength 6 to less. So it's going to be 2 of them at -1 on that unit down there.
Okay. Pass fail.
Okay.
Just 1 damage, I'm assuming.
1 damage.
That will knock out another one.
And then these miss. And then 3s. So that same thing down there.
There?
Yeah.
Were you at -1 to hit there?
I rolled 4s, 2 4s.
Okay. So pass fail.
A 4 and a 5 actually to hit.
Okay. So I pass fail, and one of them goes down to 2.
But that's nice to know. I'm glad.
Yeah, they're just a permanent -1 hit because they're being led.
And that would be it for my fights back. So, what do you have, sir? What points?
So, no prisoners. I killed a Mephitic Blight Hauler, and established locus. I will get full points for.
Okay. Yeah. So you did kill my recover assets guy.
Yep.
So I'm only going to get 2. For
Actually, I think it just.
oh no! It just zeroes out, right?
It doesn't zero out. You still have it. It just fails.
Okay. Well, it fails. And then yeah. So I'm going to be holding. I'm going to be holding this one. What do you have on this one right here? I only have 4 on it.
I've got it's at least 3, and then whatever the lion's worth.
Okay, I'm sure he's worth more than 1.
He's worth 4.
All right, so you got that one. So I'm not going to score anything because he's worth 3. How much are these worth?
Those are only worth 1, so I think you've still got that one.
Did he have the movement to get up there?
No, he didn't.
All right, did any of them?
What do you mean?
Did any of them have the movement to get up?
No. I've moved. I consolidated as many on as I could.
Okay.
I couldn't stop it.
All right, so I'm going to score 1, 2 on this, and we'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after my movement phase. So the cards I drew were Cleanse and Engage on all fronts. I'm not going to tell you the depth and die stuff. Those are the cards I'm playing for right now. So we have move Mortarion up here. Mortarion does have an ability to now, if he moves within 6, I'm going to be able to do mortal wounds to the lion. So I'm hoping that I hope that I roll enough that he doesn't roll a bunch of 4-ups and get out of that. Move these guys up here, so I'm going to probably charge into that and kept him in combat there just so I can get some shots off there. Move these guys up, kept them in combat as well, kept him in combat, dropped my blade launchers there. I'm sorry, my blade lords down there. I'm going to choose. He's got to be within 30 of me. So he did drop these guys down there. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to choose that for to begin my shooting phase. I could choose 1 unit, and it's called Blight and Bombardment. So I'm going to choose that unit for my Blight Bombardment within 30, and that just lets me re-roll stuff if I shoot at them, if I even get the chance to. I don't know if I will or not. All right, so that is all my movement. So we will go into shooting, and with Mortarion, I got D3 mortal wounds, anything within 6 of him, and that is flip through my card.
It's not the Deathwing Knights. It's just the line.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-up normally, but add 1 to that roll. So don't roll a 1 and you deal D3 to me.
Right, exactly. So this is called a host of plagues, is what it's called. I believe that's what it's called. So 2.
No, that's the first roll.
Oh, that's the first roll. I got to roll it first.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm sorry. So that just went off.
Yep,
is what has happened. Now it's 2.
Nope.
I don't know if you can re-roll that.
I don't either. Nope. He's dead.
Does he blow up?
He does not have deadly demise. Oh,
that would have been cool. The line just blows up back to the warp. Back to the. What was it? The forest.
The forest is what they call it. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna shoot. I could shoot into that unit with big guns never tire at the -1, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna do that. So we got 2 Meltas hitting on 4s now.
Yep.
Lethal.
Yep.
So
I saved
it. All right. Crack missile cannot go into them. So we will go into. He's got lone op, right? I can't hit him.
Yep.
And you make the call. I don't know if I can see those guys. I don't think I can.
I think you could, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that. Crack missile hitting on hitting on 4s. Misses. All right. And then the plague spurts, which are 3 shots. Nothing. So that thing has done nothing for me.
For future reference, the crack version of the rocket does not have blasts. You could have put it into the.
I got you.
Into those guys.
So we'll just do everything here and then there.
Yep.
Make it easy. Malthus. Just 1. And 1s.
Nope. Just kills this guy.
Yep. And then crack. Misses. And then spirit. Just 1. And misses.
Okay.
So that was pretty solid. Both those guys doing well. So let's go with Morty. And we'll just put everything into those guys, I guess.
The intercessors?
Yeah, I don't really have another. I have these guys here.
Yeah.
Let's go into those guys.
Okay.
So first the lantern, which is going to be 1 shot. Hits, and I think it sustains D3 still. Let's say sustained D3.
Yeah.
So number of shots. So that's going to be 2 more. So
it's 3. It's 3 shots at strength 10 to their 5, so 2s.
And I don't think any of those are devastating. So
nope, it's not.
We have 4.
Save. So
you're good.
So one goes through and does 2 damage to.
Okay. They took that off.
Yeah, we're gonna actually put it on the.
All right, so then we're gonna do Plague Wind, which is D3 plus D6 plus 3.
Yep, and this has blast, dev, lethal, and psychic.
So we have it's gonna be 8, 7, 8. Hitting on 2s. Is that lethal?
Yes.
This misses, and then strain 7
to T5 right now, so 3s.
So just 2. Yeah, -2.
It's 4 just lethals. So fail 3 of them, putting it down to damage 1. So that will kill the sergeant, and put 1 of them.
Is it at damage 2 now? I'm just asking. I didn't.
It is it's damage 1 natively.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'll kill the sergeant, and that'll put 1 down to 3.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this unit here, back here. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna go. They are not inflicted yet, so we have nothing to worry about as far as rerolls or anything goes. But we're gonna do Typhus' unit into that unit right there.
Okay.
So the same unit I've been shooting at. So first,
wait. Mortarion was shooting at them.
Mortarion, it was shooting. No,
Mortarion
was shooting at them, and then now Typhus' unit is going to shoot at them as well. Okay, so all right, so we're going to go first. Let's go with Typhus' unit.
Does Typhus' thing? I think he has to shoot his psychic attack first, unless I'm crazy. So you might want.
It just has to be. I could target any. I don't even have to target the same unit.
No, I know. I think it. I'm double checking him real quick. Oh no, you're right. It's just whenever you get to do it after you shoot. If you
see, I don't even have to. I don't even have to target it right now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's go with the first the Auto Reaper hitting on 3s. That sustains, not lethal. And then strength 7, toughness
5. Should have 1 more. You were hitting on 3s.
Okay. So 2 at -1.
So 2 up saves. Fail 1 anyway.
Just 1 damage.
All right.
And then we have 3 combi weapons.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. These miss. And then anti-infantry 4 dev wounds. So 1 dev.
Okay. And I'll just go down to 1.
And now we'll go Typhus. Anything but a 1. All right, D6.
Is this Typhus's?
Yeah, his ability.
Okay, not his gun.
Yeah, just
it doesn't have a gun. Okay.
Just one mortal.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the 4 up. Fails. All right.
All right, so that's it for that. That's it for that. That's it for that. So now we will charge, I guess.
Okay.
So let's try Mortarion first. See if what he can get in. What's this right here?
It's a 9.
9. All right, let's try that one. 9 and 8. I think we'll spend my CP and re-roll it.
Okay.
Then he's in with a 10.
Yep.
We'll try that unit over there into them. I gotta make sure I don't take myself out of. They're not gonna do it anyway. That unit down there into those guys, and they're with a 9. And then we'll be back after I move all this stuff. All right, guys, we got Morty in over there. He was able to do. I know I don't have to worry about it right this second. But he's going to pop his 2-up fight on death over on this unit. I am within 6 inches there. Got these guys in as well. I'm going to start with Mortarion. He's got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. These are lethal, I believe they were. I don't have my glasses on. If you can.
Dev lethal, yeah.
And no sustains, right?
No sustain.
All right, so, and then these are going to be wounded 2s. And so 4 at -4.
4 on the invuln. Fail 3 of them.
I was almost pretty good. So I got to roll these one at a time.
Yep.
First one, D6 plus 1 for 4.
So one guy's alive at 1 because -1 damage.
Okay. So
he's dead.
3. So I really need 4s ups on this again, guys. I ain't gonna do it.
No. You got 3 through, so that would have been the last one.
I got 4 through.
No, I saved 1.
Then you saved 1. I hit 5.
No, you dropped. You had 5 attacks. You dropped 1 wound. So,
so just 2. The third dice I roll was 2.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So then we'll go over here.
So then I'm gonna interrupt.
Okay.
So I'll go down to 1 CP, and I think I will go over to these guys. And I'm just gonna put the sergeant into the Terminators, but I'm gonna put everything else in the Mephitic White Hauler.
Okay.
So sergeant first, naturally. It's 1 dev wound.
This is into the
Terminators.
In the Terminators.
Just 2 damage on a dev wound.
One. Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
All right. So 1's down to 2.
And then into the Mephitic, drop 1. That's 5 at AP2 damage too.
5 AP2, so 5 ups. Kills it. Does it blow up? Does not. All right, so let's go here and go with the Death Shroud, which are going to be. Let me just mark this. All right, here we go. We have this many attacks. This many attacks. Do you mind throwing them in my hand, get real, please?
These are all in the Deathwing Knights, the Death Shroud charge?
Yeah.
Yep.
All of them. This is without the character.
Yep.
So we have sustained. I don't think are these lethal? Okay, they are lethal.
Yeah, lethal and sustain.
So I'm going to take out the 1s because I'm hitting on 2s. So those are all hits, and here's my sustains back in there.
Yep. And then 2s to wound.
9, please. 2s to wound because it's strength 8, toughness 4 down to 3 or 5.
No, 5 down to
9 to 4. That's what I meant. Sorry. So then we take these out.
You know, it's really it's the -1 toughness or the strength 8 that makes this so crazy.
That's good. So if you want to just roll all those, it's -2 damage.
So on my invuln, 1 damage. So that is 1 dead knight, 2 dead knights, 1 guy's alive on 1.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see if my character can kill him. All right, so he's got 5 attacks. Lower contagion, 5 attacks. He's got 2s. These are lethal. And this is it. But he is also in that unit, so. And then 2s again. And so this is, so we have that many, 6 of them. AP2, 2 damage. AP2, 3 damage.
AP2, 3 damage.
Yeah.
So that guy was alive. I'll try to reroll that last one. See if I can speed bump you a little bit. Nope, didn't work. All right, they're dead.
All right. So you get to fight her. I think you're out.
We're going to go the Deathwing Knights fighting the Blight Lord Terminators in the middle.
Makes sense.
So it's the Sergeant and 2. And this is still my oath target.
Yep.
So, Sergeant. I think I got to reroll everything for sustain. Okay. 5 hits. And then Dev Wounds. So that's 2 Dev Wounds and 2 wounds at AP2.
2 devs. And 2
damage apiece.
Each? So 4?
Yeah.
4 dev wounds? Okay.
So, no. So you have 2 saves and then 2 Dev Wounds. So
saves
these are on your invuln.
All right, so that's good. This one.
So it's 3 instances of 2 damage. I don't know if anybody's wounded here.
All right, so we'll kill this dude off.
Okay.
And we'll kill this guy off.
So he should be at 1.
Yeah, you just have 1.
Yeah. And then
that's what I was trying to figure out where you were at with that.
Well, and I got to remember, I can reroll once to wound here. So these are the other Deathwing Knights. Reroll.
Just oath?
No, because that lieutenant over there.
Oh, okay.
And then reroll once.
Oh wait, where are you going? Oh, right here in the morning?
No. This is the rest of the Deathwing Knights.
Oh, okay.
So that's just 1 more at AP2 damage 2.
Yeah, takes it. So he'll die. And
okay.
We'll see. This will be 2 ups. So they both will fight on death?
Yep.
So we'll do the flail first. Hitting on 3s. This misses. This is lethal. And so 3 at -1, 2 damage.
Fail them all, but it's only 1 damage, so 1 guy's down to 1.
Okay. And then
actually, you know what? Never mind. I had a guy already wounded, so 1 guy's down to 3 and 1 guy dies.
Okay, and then here's the other guy, the sword. That's lethal. All right, so this misses. And then 2s. I'm sorry, that's 3s.
Yeah.
Just 1. -2 this time.
Good.
All right. So those 2 are off the board.
And then it's continued ongoing. So I think it's your Mephitic or the rest of that.
Yeah,
unit.
we'll just go with the Mephitic real quick.
Okay.
That's lethal. Those all hit. Strength 6, toughness.
4 down to 3.
Yeah, so they all wound. -1. 4 at -1. 1 damage.
Yeah. Fail 1. You guys down to 2. Then I'll go to these 2 guys fighting Morty.
Mm-hmm.
Drop 2. Then wound on 4s because anti-monster.
Good. That's pretty solid, dude.
5. 8 AP2 damage 2. It's no lethal. It's no lethal sustain wound every infantry on the game on 2s or nothing.
What's the damage? 2?
2 apiece.
All right, so 5 ups. So take 4. Morty's down to 15.
Yep.
I'll put that up here. All right, so you're right here.
Yeah.
I'm already done.
And then no, you so your Terminators.
Oh, that's true. But you just go ahead.
All right, so Azrael first. 2 sustain. Then this will wound on 5s with Dev Wounds. So that's 1 wounded AP4 and 1 Dev Wound for 2 damage.
Fail it.
So 4 total damage.
Down to 4.
So 8, 12, 16, 20. Lethal hits and sustain. But I hit on 3s.
Dude, you have lethal hits and sustain, just not going into Terminators.
Yeah, exactly. So that is 4 back in. Then this is its strength 5.
Yep.
Or strength 6, but wound on 5s. So that's 8 total, AP 2, damage 2.
8 total?
Yep.
AP2, damage 2?
Yep.
Here you blow them up? No.
Nope.
He's off the board.
Yep.
Now let me see what I can consolidate on here. I might not be able to get them all in, so hold on.
The flail on the character?
Yeah, I was only able to get 2 in. So we're going to start with the flail first. Six attacks. Hitting on 3s. Yeah. Lethal. This misses. And then 3s again. This misses. 3 at -2. 2 damage. Well, 1 damage, but
Fail 1. So is anybody wounded over there? Yep. 1 goes down to 1.
okay. And then we have the character, which has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Hitting on 2s. These 2 missed. And then wounding on to 5 to 4.
Yeah.
2 again. So 2 and -2, 2 damage. Or 3 damage, actually.
All right. That'll kill the guy.
No, I'm sorry. 2 damage. It's only 2 damage.
Either way, it kills me. He's down to 1.
Alrighty. And then we'll just make sure we pile in there so he can't get away. And I'll pile in here just because we'll put more on the thing.
Yep.
Morty is good. We're all good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I still have to, I got to engage for only 3, for only 2, because Morty's not on the other side. I decided to charge him, so I'm only have it. I have it here. Oh no, I might not even got it. I think I don't got. I don't think I don't. I moved this. So,
Yeah, because you're not outside of 6, so you're only technically in.
I didn't get any points on that because I did not cleanse either. So we would just get rid of. We'll get rid of cleanse.
Okay, but you're going to keep engaged?
I'm going to keep engaged for right now, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up. All right, we'll be back after your movie phase.
All righty.
All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movie phase. All right, sir, what did you do command phase stuff first?
So command phase, I drew Secure No Man's Land and Sabotage.
Okay.
And then Azrael farmed me my 2 CP. In the movement phase, Azrael and the boys made a big advance. So they're
and
Morty's my oath target.
Thank you.
Since I'm in Stormlands, everybody has fallback and charge. So my Deathwing Knights fell back. That lone Deathwing Knight fell back.
Took some Overwatch, but didn't die.
Yep.
Wait, dude, hold on. Hold on. Before we do, all right, we're back. I didn't finish shooting that stuff. I had to finish shooting it all off, and still only did 2 wounds. All right, sir. So,
okay.
Got a whole mess of stuff right here.
Yep. So, a bunch of Terminators. 5 of these just came in, so they can shoot, but 5 of them advance. And I don't think their bolters have assault, unless I'm crazy.
And while you're looking, these dudes dropped in to sabotage.
Yep.
This back objective.
No assault on the bolters there.
So before everybody freaks out, we just go up to this and sabotage it. I know it says Holy Within, but that's what we're doing. All right.
Okay. So we're going to start off with these guys. They're going to throw a grenade at Morty.
Okay.
That is 3 mortals.
5 ups.
Goodness.
6-1. So he's down to 14.
Yep. And then we're going to put all their shooting into him. So grenade hits, doesn't wound, and then 20 shots with the bolters. So 8, 10, 15, and 20. Then I get to reroll everything because oath. No fancy keywords here. It'd be crazy if GW gave an entire army lethal hit bolters. What would that be like? That was 2. Yeah, that one hits. And these are 6s.
2.
Just 2. AP 1, damage 1.
All right, 3 up. All right.
It was worth trying. So they're shooting. We're going to go to this. He's going to put his Melta into Morty.
Hold on a second. Got it. This guy?
Yeah, so this guy, he's going to shoot his multi-Melta into Morty. Hits on not ones for sure. Definitely not ones. And then fives. Nothing. And then his twin-linked bolter gun. 2 hits. Twin-linked. Needs 6. Nothing. Okay. Then we're going to go to the Terminators who did not advance. They're going to go ahead and put all of their shots into... Let's do the Plague Marines, actually.
All right.
But we're going to put the 2 crack missiles from the Cyclone launcher into these guys.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the 2 crack missiles. 1 hit. And then that's reroll 1s to wound from the Lieutenant. A 3 will wound you because it's strength 9.
All right.
AP 2.
4 up. Good.
And then I think it was a 3 up, but either way.
You said AP 2?
Yes, but you have cover.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Then all the Storm Bolters are within rapid fire range of Plague Marines, so I think that's 20 shots with Storm Bolters, 11, 16, 20 shots. These will hit on 3s. No rerolls here. And then these will wound on 5s. Looks like 4. AP, nothing.
All right, so 3s. One will take a wound.
Okay. And I think that's it for my shooting, because as per usual, it is very limited.
Okay. Charging.
Charges indeed. So we'll start off with... we'll do this lone into the Deathwing Knights. That's a 3.
He's in with a 3.
He makes it. Then we're going to go to the unit that advanced. They're going to try to get into the Plague Marines.
Okay.
It's a 5. That won't do it. I'm going to spend my last CP and try it again.
All right.
That's a 7. That won't make it. All right, now we're going to go the other unit, and they're going to go in the Plague Marines. That's a 10. That'll do.
They're in with the 10. All right, anybody else?
Yeah, we'll do Azrael and the Inner Circle into Morty. They make it on an 11.
Okay. Now we got to move some of this because you got other stuff coming in.
Oh. There we go. And then the other ones will be... These 2 Deathwing Knights will also go into Morty.
Yeah, do have the same coherency, though, right?
They do, yeah. I'll get that fixed in a second because I can get them behind Morty. So these Deathwing Knights into Morty as well. It's a 9. That'll do.
All right, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we've got everybody piled in here. Everybody piled in there. We got this dude piled in here. So really quick, me and Gabriel were talking. We believe that you can pop Mortarian's strat, or not a strat, but his ability anytime during the fight phase. That's not to say in the beginning. And because he is a friendly model within 6 inches of himself, you can put it on Mortarian. That's the way we're going to play.
Well, you have to do it when they're selected as the target of an attack.
Okay.
So it would be.
I have to do it now if he's a selected.
I mean, it could be any activation. So it's either I activate with the Deathwing Knights or Azrael, or when I activate with this one guy.
Exactly. So that's kind of the way we're playing that. So if you guys think it's played differently, you can leave a comment politely in the comments. But me and Gabriel are both TO supported judges, so we would rule it this way at a tournament. So
yeah,
good.
All right. So Deathwing Knights first, and hitting on 2s, re-rolling, because at the moment it hits, and then wounding on 4s. That's 4 of them.
Gives it +1, right?
No, anti-monster, anti-vehicle.
Okay, that's what it is. I couldn't remember what it was. 4
AP 2, damage 2.
4 ups. So damage 2.
Yep.
5 ups. So he'll take 4 of those, and he'll be down to 10.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and activate the lone Deathwing Knight in there, fighting those guys.
Okay.
Are you activating?
No.
Just 2 hits. And reroll 1s. That is just 1 dev wound for 2 damage.
All right, so 1 time 1 wound. I'll put it on the I'll put it on this dude here.
Sure. And then we'll jump over to those guys over there, get through their fight against the Plague Marines real quick.
Okay, you want to pile in here?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we'll just say we'll pile in after.
Yeah, we'll pile in later, but everybody can get in pretty easily.
We'll do it off the camera.
And I got to double check this. It's 4 power fists plus 1 power weapon. All right, so we'll start with the power weapon.
Okay.
4 attacks. 3 hits. Yep. And then wound on 5s. Nothing. Then the power fists. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So drop 5, and then these will wound on 3s. So 4 at AP2, damage 2.
4, 5 ups. Yep. Damage 2.
Yep.
So kills 4 of them. Just leave my one dude there with the power fist, which I don't know which one it was, but we'll just pretend it's, well, this one has to come off the board. So we got one left.
Yep. They'll pile in here in a minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Azrael in the inner circle into Morty.
All right, just in case, I'll pop his
Fight on death.
Fight on death.
Okay. So Azrael, so everybody's getting +1 to hit because you're a character from the inner circle companions. They get sustain hits from Azrael. So start off with Azrael 6 attacks. Definitely reroll. You know what? I think I'm going to reroll everything. Yeah, it was worth it. So 8 hits, strength 6, so wound you on 6s, but with devastating wounds. So that's just 2 dev wounds for 2 apiece.
2 each.
Yep.
So 4 of them. 5 ups. Takes 2.
Going 5 ups like the 3 ups, Dave. What's going on? All right. Then we've got the inner circle companions. It's 20 attacks. 8, 12, 16, 20. All right, lethal sustain here. And anything that's not a 6 is getting rerolled. So 2s and then 6s again.
Pretty solid. Yeah, he picked up 3 of them. That wasn't bad.
Drop 1, but pick up 4. And then these will go on.
I don't hear you complaining about not lethals and sustain. You got the same thing.
I'm sorry, is it army-wide or is it one unit?
We got the same thing. No crying. There's no crying in Warhammer.
What are you talking about? There's plenty of crying in Warhammer.
There's a lot of crying.
There's a lot of crying in Warhammer. It's 8. It's AP2 damage 2.
AP2, 4 ups. This said there is a lot of crying ones. So these. So what's the damage 2 you said?
Yep.
All right, so I'm just gonna leave those in there. 5s. So this can kill them.
Can it?
If I have, do you have any more attacks?
Nothing more.
All I need is 1 5 to live.
Okay.
I got more than
You got half of them.
All right, so he's down to 4.
I told you, you're rolling 2 ups like they're rolling 5 ups like they're 3 ups.
All right, so we'll. You have anything else to fight, right? Besides.
Nope. That's
All right, so we'll go Mortarion into. Let's go into the Azrael's unit.
Okay. -1 to hit.
We just got to try to keep that down. So get it down to manageable. Lethals, and then 2s. So 3 of them at minus. I think it was -4.
Okay.
It's gonna be on your info.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
solid.
1 just kills 1.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can roll a 1.
Roll a 2. All right, and then we're gonna go inside here. Just pile all these dudes in.
Yep.
And we'll hit with. I'll have the character hit first. Hitting on 2s, unless he's minus.
Nope.
And then strength 8, toughness 2. I'm sorry,
toughness 4.
Down
So
to 4, 2s. 2 at -2. I'm sorry, 3 at -2.
Fail 2, he's dead.
All right. And then there's one lone guy who should have a fist, but does not. So we're gonna use it on a knife. That was pretty solid. That was
You get
four lethals.
Plague Marines get 4 attacks with their power fist?
No, it's knives.
Oh, okay.
Like knives. I didn't have the model up there.
Okay. It's all lethal, yeah. Failed 2.
1 damage.
All right, 1's down to 1.
No, they get, and they actually do get 4. Maybe they get 2. Maybe I can't remember.
Okay.
Either way, so what'd you score?
I score secure no man's land for 1.
All right.
And I score sabotage ongoing, but I highly doubt you stop the sabotage back.
All right. So we'll be back after my turn, after my movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after the my movement phase. So we have Morty moved. Am I within 6 of those Terminators?
Yes. 6 of the Terminators, 6 of Azrael's group, and 6 of these guys.
I mean, 6 of those guys are important, right?
Yeah.
Because now do you sticky that? Although I can take that from you, right?
Yeah.
Let's go with.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do Mortarians. Well, first we'll do this. Move fellow Mortarian back there. Move these guys inside because I got sabotage and ult the moment. Move Mortarian so I can get ults at the end of my turn. I advance these guys over. I got to deal with this big block of Terminators, otherwise they're gonna wreak havoc on me. I advanced the plague. Got these guys up here, so they're now on that objective. Kept these guys still because I can see through this window. I can see Azrael's unit, and that's kind of where we are. So,
I did spend 1 CP to reactively move my intercessors here to make sure Morty didn't steal that objective.
Exactly. That was my bad. I forgot about that. So now Morty's going to roll a 3 against those intercessors. See if I gave him mortal wounds, and I do. And it's going to be D3.
Yep.
For 1.
Okay.
Against the Terminator unit, and then 2.
Okay.
And then against Azrael's unit.
For Azrael's unit, I am going to pop their once per game feel no pain against mortals here.
All right, that's 3 of them.
Keeps 1 alive at 1.
All right. All right, so that's it for that. And we will now go to shooting. It's really what I have. So we have these guys are going to go into Azrael's unit through this window right here.
Yeah.
So first, Flamer.
You're at -1 to hit, so you should probably pop your stratagem for heavy to counter that.
That's okay. I'm okay with the -1 hit.
Okay.
So here's the Flamer.
Yep.
For 3 shots.
Anti-infantry 2, right?
Yep. For 2 at -1. Well, maybe -2.
Pass both.
But you did. All right, so now we're going to go with the Auto Reaper. Hitting on 4s because of -1. And then it's going to be strength 7, toughness
3.
For nothing. All right, and then the combi weapon. Nothing. All right. That was solid shooting right there.
The inner circle is doing their job.
I think that is all my shooting.
Yeah.
Because these guys are doing a
sabotage.
So let's go with I can do more. I can do Typhus's thing because that is not a shooting. It's not a range attack.
Yeah.
So let's go into those plague marines. Yep. And the D6. Missed that completely. Don't worry about it. For 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, for 2.
Kills 1 guy, knocks the next one down to 1.
All right, charges. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to charge this unit here into Azrael's unit through the wall. Looks like I'm able to do that. And they're in with the 6.
I think I can just push right up to the wall because I'm up against it.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do this.
Actually, that guy's come through, but I think everybody else can just go up to the wall.
Well, I'm this guy. Can he get through there? Was there enough?
Yeah, he absolutely could have gotten right here.
Okay, we'll put him there for
me. I got you.
Then this guy against the wall. And then this guy against the wall?
Yep.
All right, let me pause and think about something. All right, guys, so we got in here. And that's it. That's all the only thing we have to worry about. So let's start with the flail. 6 attacks. Hitting on hitting on 3s. I don't know. I'll get a moment for a minute. And then strain 5 toughness.
4 down to 3. So 3s.
3. So it's going to be -2. I'm sorry, -1, 2 damage.
Okay. So 4s. So that kills 1 guy and kills another guy.
And so everybody knows I was hitting on 4s, not 3s. I did roll. I'm sorry, 2s up to 3s. This one I'm hitting. I'm sorry. Rephrase that. I was hitting on 4s, so I did pull out the 4s because they're -1 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the commander. He's hitting on 2s. Now he's up to 3s. I should probably have stated that the last time. This misses. This misses. This is lethal. These are 2s. So just 2. Yeah, -2.
Pass fail.
2 damage.
One guy's down to 1.
Right, and then the Bale Sword. I have 2 Bale Swords. These are beyond 4s, guys. Because of -1. 2 lethals.
Strength is...
Strength is 5.
So 3s.
So 3 at -2, 2 damage.
Good.
Good. All right. Swing back, sir.
All right. We're actually going to jump over there and just knock out that Plague Marine real quick. We'll consolidate in a second, and we switch back over here.
Over here, and Mortarion is not within. Am I within 6?
Nortarian.
With this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
All right, so we'll pop the 2. Although they fought, so it doesn't matter.
Fought. Yeah, they can't fight again. So,
we'll pop it. Doesn't matter, though, because they can't fight again.
All right.
They're looking at Mortarion. Come on.
No oath, but you are a character unit, so I do hit on 2s.
Yep.
That's 2 lethals with sustain.
Yep.
And then this is 5s. So naturally, I don't roll any 5s.
2.
Just 2 AP2 damage, 2.
Save both of them.
Okay. And then Azrael gets his 6. Drop 1, but pick up 2.
Yep.
These are strength 6 to T7, so 5s with dev wounds. So that's just... Actually, you're on the objective still, so I do get to reroll that to nothing. So just 1
dev wound?
Yeah, 1 dev wound for 2 damage.
All right, for 2 damage, it's going to kill this dude.
Okay.
And then that will be it for the turn. I'll consolidate in a minute to put them back in engagement because they're not actually basing. And then, so I scored. Well, sabotage happens at your
Sabotage, it happens at the end of mine, yeah.
And then engaging out fronts, I have 1,
2, and then 3 for these guys.
3. So I only got it for 2. And you're holding this one and that one and that one.
Yep.
Because you still have that one. So you're going to get 15. And we're back at the end of the Gabriel's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, Gabriel, command phase stuff first.
So command phase is going to be Azrael gets me 2. At the moment on these Blight Lords in the middle that have given me so much heartburn this game. And then I drew Area Denial and Cleanse.
Okay.
So in the movement phase, I brought my scouts in back there on the home objective. And I did Insane Bravery, Azrael, and his Inner Circle companion. And you know what? I think I am going to fall them back. So if you want to overwatch them, you may.
I will overwatch them. We'll see if it does anything. Let's see if I can pick up that one dude. So first the Lord of Virulence. 6 attacks. Anti-infantry 2.
Yep.
So that's pretty solid. 6 at -1 damage.
4 ups. So take 3. So Azrael's down to 5, and the Inner Circle companion is dead.
And then the gun, which is still 6s. Just 1. And then strength 7. I do get a sustain on that.
Okay.
So 1 more.
Fail 1. Fail 2.
So just 1 damage.
1 apiece.
Yes.
So he's down to 3. Okay.
That was the most successful
Overwatch so far.
This whole game.
Alrighty. And then after that, we will go to... after that, I think we go to my shooting phase.
Shooting phase, yeah.
So we're going to start off with these...
Who's your ultimate target? Oh,
my old target's the Blightwoods in the middle.
Gotcha.
So with these guys, they're going to throw a grenade at Morty for my last CP.
All right. See if Morty lives through this.
It's 3 mortals.
3 mortals. 5 ups. Oh, look at
my
Mortarion.
Goodness gracious. Oh.
Dude, it's not gonna be easy, man.
Dude, you have saved twice his health on the 5 ups. It's getting ridiculous. All right, crack grenade. That'll wound.
I'll save it.
And then 6, 10.
He's got a persistent fog around him, dude. I just said that. Watch all these boulders kill him.
And 6s. 2, maybe 1.
2. All right. Maybe 1. 3 up. That takes 1 so far. Takes 1. He's down to 2. I'm sorry, down to 1.
Yep.
Can't heal him.
Yeah,
she put this right next to him now.
And then we'll do these Terminators back here. They'll put all their shooting into the Flight Lords.
Yep.
So we'll start off with the... Is any of them wounded?
None of them.
All right, we'll start with the Crack Rockets. Hitting on 2s. And strength 9, so 3s to wound. That's 2. All on your invuln.
2 on my invuln?
Or I guess it's AP 2, so it'd be a 3 up.
Yeah, 3 up. Save 1. Damage.
So D6 for 3.
All right, let me have the dude outside of here.
And then it's just the character and 1 in there, right?
Yep.
All right, so then we have 20. Actually, no, I need range here. Any of these guys within 12? Looks like 2 of them are.
Which one? These ones?
Yeah.
They were, man.
Oh, you don't think they were?
So
8 plus 6.
All right. So this is this unit shooting.
Yep. Yeah, that unit advanced. They don't get to shoot.
Okay. All right.
So this is the Storm Bolters. So it's 14 shots. These will hit on 2s without the moment. And then these will wound on 5s. That's 4, 5. AP nothing.
5, 2 ups. That takes 1.
All right.
Let's put it up here. I don't want to get in your way when you charge.
Yep. And I think that's it for my shooting. So let's do some charges. Deathwing Knights into Mortarion.
All right.
And make it on an 8.
Okay.
We'll do the Intercessors into them as well. It shouldn't be necessary, but I have 0 faith at this point. They make it on a 10. Lieutenant with combi weapon needs a hard 12. He didn't get it. We're going to go these Terminators into the Death Guard here.
Yep.
That's an 11.
That's brilliant. You're trying to get Ezreal back in?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, we're going to change this up a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. They have to base, so.
Yeah, now Azrael can just make a 2-inch charge to the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, Azrael into them as well on a 7. Makes it.
Yep.
Okay, and I think
Azrael against the wall, guys, because I'm against the wall.
Yep. All right, I think that's it. And
right.
You've only got 1 CP, so no interrupts.
Nope.
So we'll start off with the Deathwing Knights into Mortarion.
Okay, since you're targeting Mortarion, he'll get the 2 up fight on death.
Yep. Three AP2 damage too.
3.
Yep.
3 4-ups. Nope. 2 damage.
Yep.
Can I roll 3 5 or 4 5s? I cannot. Mortarion will see if he blows up. Does not. And on a 2 up, he fights again.
the one and only time it failed.
Oh, that's horrible.
All right. And
dude, I don't hear nothing about Mortarion anymore.
No. Morty's crazy. Ask anybody. All right, we're going to start off with Azrael. He's not getting his sustain hits anymore.
Okay.
But I am still getting Oath. And then these are wound on 5s with dev wounds. So that's just 1.
What was it, Gabriel?
1 dev wound for 2 damage. So I think it just kills that last guy.
Yeah. That guy's dead. I'll pull him out in a minute.
And then
all these dudes.
Yep.
On the character.
With Oath a moment. So we'll start off with the power weapon.
So before is it a 1 CP? That was 1 CP, right? Fight on death?
Yeah.
All right, so
4 up fight on death.
I'm going to spend 1 on fight on death in case he dies.
And that's the Lord of Virulence?
Yeah.
Let's double check he actually has the Terminator keyword.
Oh, he does.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start off with the power weapon. Hitting on 2s, no keywords. And then wounding on 5s. Just 1 at AP2.
1 AP2. No, it takes it. AP2, you said?
Yeah.
Damage?
1.
So he's down to 5.
So it's 12 attacks. So 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Then these are hitting on 2s for the power fists. At the moment. 12 hits. And then wounding on 3s. All right. That is 8 for you at AP2, damage 2.
4s. So damage 2, you said?
Yep. So he takes 10.
Is that?
Does he fight?
Let's see. Need a 4 up. He does fight. Just I wanted Mortarion to do that, but I guess not. Hitting on 2s, unless they're minus.
No.
That's really cocked. This is 1. And these are lethal.
Yep.
And then strength 8. So what was that, 2s?
Yep.
So we have 4 at minus 2 damage.
All right. 4 ups. Fail 3, so that'll kill the guy with the power sword and knock 1 down to 1.
All right. So, guys, in case you're wondering, we have been doing the -1 to the save. It's just that he's been on his 4-ups the whole time. So that's why we haven't been calling it out. All right. And the other thing that we've been doing off camera is my detachment rule was rolling on a 6 or less, taking mortal wounds. I guess we should have started talking about that, but it hasn't been really a factor. Hasn't really been killing a lot of things. So, all right. So these 2 are dead.
Yep.
You are, what'd you score?
So I cleanse for 2 objectives and I area denial because cleanse, it just says not in your deployment zone.
Right.
So area denial for full, cleanse for 2.
All right. We'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, we are back after my movement phase and after bite to eat. So we have containment, extend battle lines. So I'm not going to be able to extend battle lines too much because let's just go into movement. So I moved these guys up a little bit here. I moved these guys back here so they can contain. Those guys are going to contain as well. I can't get this charge. If I would have moved them, I couldn't get this charge. It was too long. I'm gonna try to get a 9-inch charge and go here. I am gonna contain for 2. I'm sorry. I'm going to extend for 2 because I can't capture this one. So that's where we are. So Typhus, I'm gonna do Typhus's ability into those Terminators. Anything but a 1, Typhus. Anything but a 1. Thank you. For D3, D6. I'm sorry.
Is
5.
it?
Yeah, it's D. If I roll a 6, it's D6 plus 3. If I roll anything above a 1, it's D6.
Let me double check that.
Well, you can. It's fair. I'll give you the card to be easier.
I got it pulled up already. 2 to 5, it's D6. On a 6, it's D3 plus 3. That's what I was confused about. So it actually wipes out both Deathwing Knights.
All right, so that's good. Typhus coming up huge. And then let's do. This is it. This is right here. This could be the game changing right here. I could lose the game if I don't make this right here.
9-inch charge. And you have 1 CP for a reroll.
Oh, we'll definitely
use different dice.
Yeah, not using those 2 dice though. Come on, baby. All right. Well, I'll move all this and be back. All right, so got in, put everybody in. I did, because he has the face of death, or whatever it is, the enhancement. I made him take a battle shock. He did fail the battle shock, so that's good. So he can't do any kind of stratagems. So I have 4 attacks each. So let me get the dice ready here. Hitting on 2s, and with sustained. And does that say lethals on here?
No, yes, lethals.
Okay. So I'm going to just take out the lethals. And these ones are gone. And so I have 5 lethals, so we're going to put 5 of these back in for sustained.
Yep. And
the sustains come from the door contagion. Those are good. And then I'm going to be wounding on 2s.
Sounds good.
Let's take out the 1s. And if you just want to roll those, it is -2 damage.
So all on my 4-ups, and then this is probably the unit.
That's
super cogs.
roll.
No. They're dead. So 1, 2,
no, they're dead.
3, 4. That's it.
Okay.
And there was still like
it looked good. It looked good when I was looking through the camera. I'm looking through the camera. I gotta remember that, Gabriel. All right, so at the end of my turn, that's all I could do.
Yep.
At the end of my turn, I will get extend battle lines for 2, and I will get containment for 6.
Yep.
And then we will be back after Gabriel's movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after Gabriel's movement phase. Gabriel, command phase stuff.
Command phase. I oath a moment these Terminators.
Right.
I drew engage in all fronts, and I drew extend battle lines.
Okay.
And so now we have, I think that's basically it.
And then move it.
So movements, these Terminators moved here. They got overwatched and lost a bunch of them. Other than that, I just set up engage.
Yeah, these guys move from here to here.
So at this point, I've got engage and extend battle lines locked in because I'm currently out OCing here. And from there, we'll just see.
All right.
So let's do some shooting. We'll start off with Azrael into the Terminators here.
All right.
It's 3 shots. Everything hits. Anti-infantry 4 up. That is 2 dev wounds.
2 devs.
And that's strength 8. So that will wound at AP 3.
First, here's the 1. Oops. 4 up. Nope, takes it.
So it's
damage.
3 instances of 2.
2. So it's going to kill 1. And then kill another.
Yep.
Just making sure I'm not pulling my chimes guy off. Okay.
Then we'll go to the ATV. He's going to put his Melta into the Death Shroud and everything in the Death Shroud. So Melta first. 1 hit, 2 hits. And then strength 9, so 3s to wounds. That's 1 wound on your invuln.
4 up. Nope.
That'll just kill a guy because Melta 2.
Melta 2. You had to roll it though. Because if it's a 1.
That's
okay,
8. No. Melta 2 means 3 damage.
Yeah, they're 4 damage each.
Oh, good point. Sorry.
No, you're good.
And then the Terminators will also... Actually, I need to double check if they have grenades. Probably not. Nope. Azrael did, but oh well. So, Deadling Terminators will all shoot. We'll do their bolters real quick. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling for Oath. It was 5, so thank goodness for Oath. Everything hits, and then these will wound on 5s. Just 1.
Maybe.
Nothing.
Good.
Then the 2 Cyclone Missile. And then 3s. 2 at AP2.
AP2.
And you get cover, so 3s.
Good. One fails.
That's 3 damage. I have 2 CP, which I'm going to probably tick down to 1 here.
What are you doing?
I'm going to reroll that damage.
Okay.
Nope, it got way worse.
Just put it on anybody but my champion. So if this is my champion, it's not going on him.
Okay.
It is my champion, so let's put it on this guy here.
Then we're going to go to these scouts. They move, so they don't get the heavy. We're going to put all their shots here.
Yep.
I'm going to save my CP. So just all the crack grenade. And then wounds on a 3. No wound on the crack grenade. And it's 16 shots with their bolt rifles. On 3s. And then this
conversion.
This will be on 5s. Not bad. It looks like 5.
5, 3 ups, 2 ups.
Yeah, 2 ups.
Good.
Okay. And it's their shooting. He advanced. I don't think any of they don't have the shotguns at all.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for shooting.
Charging.
So we're going to do this lieutenant with combi weapon into them.
Did he advance? Can he advance?
Yeah, everybody has advance and charge.
That's right. That's your thing.
Real quick. Yeah. So he will do... He makes his charge on a 7.
Yep.
I will put Azrael into the guys in the middle. A 6 might do.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's at least a 7. So I'll spend my... No, I actually need Azrael to stay right where he's at. That was almost stupid.
You need the...
And then the Terminators will charge in.
I almost didn't want to charge in. They're in. But
made it by a hair, but they made it.
They made it.
All right. And I think that's it.
Yep, you get the fight.
So we'll do...
Doesn't matter where you go first.
It really doesn't.
Because I don't have enough to interrupt.
So we'll start off with the Terminators.
However, in the fight phase, before you do that, because it's engagement range.
Yep.
You gotta...
I pass. I'm not at -1, am I? I am. Those are the Death Shrouds.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You still passed?
No. If it's a -1, I fail.
Yeah, it's a -1.
Okay. So that doesn't matter. I don't have any offensive strats here. So we'll do one of them off the table. These are going to hit on 2s. These are the power fists. Everything hits.
Okay.
And then wound on 3s. So that's 5. AP 2, damage 2.
All right. 5 AP2, so 4 ups.
Yep.
No, it takes them all. Wow. AP2 damage 2?
Yep.
So it's going to kill one of these. That's 1 dice. That's 2 dice, actually. Kill this guy.
Yep.
That's another 2 dice. And that puts...
1 guy down to 2.
1 guy down to 2.
And then I'll consolidate and just bully you off the objective, but you'll probably kill me back.
Swing back. And do I do that one?
Sure. This is much less impressive. Actually, you know what? I had reroll wound rolls of 1 on that objective still. So there was 3 1s in that last. So this is...
All right, you're good.
It's 1 more into Death Shroud.
Yep.
2 more damage.
All right.
I think that knocks out that guy too. All right. Then the Lieutenant with combi weapon, 5 attacks, sustain hits, anti-infantry. Hitting on 2s. Pick up 2 extra for sustain. And then wound on 4s. So that's just 4 at AP 1, damage 1 into the Blight Lords back here.
4, you said?
Yep.
Takes 2.
Okay.
Damage 1?
Yep.
Do I have one that's back there that's hurt already?
Nope.
I just put that on one of the pistols.
Okay.
All right, we'll just go here with the Lord Contagion, who has 5 attacks. Should have popped a... I don't have a CP, never mind. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
All lethals. And then strength is 8.
So 2s again.
9, actually. Strength 9. So 2s again. So there's going to be 5 of them at -2, 3 damage.
3 damage apiece?
3 damage each.
Okay, so that just kills 2.
All right. This is a big boy, man. Problem is, it's still only 1.
Yeah, it means I think we're still tied there.
Yeah, we're still tied. And then over there, let's start with Typhus. Done 2s, and then it's going to be 2s again, and 3 damage each. It's -2, 3 damage each.
All right, so 5 ups, save 2, then 5 up, feel no pains. And if I roll like Morty does, he takes 4. That's enough to kill him.
All right.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, and then we'll just consolidate them more, just outside of that unit.
If you consolidate, you tag the unit.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Never mind.
I mean, they're just intercessors. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah. But yeah, you're still. Well, I get it at the end of the turn, so never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
Okay.
And then yeah. So what'd you score?
So I max extend, and I max engage.
All right. And you were holding 2 at the time?
Yep.
We'll be back. All right, guys. Here we go. Close game. It's actually a pretty close game. Moved in here. Well, first I command phase stuff. Got aerial denial and got behind enemy lines. We kind of mapped it out. We're going to play this game out because it's just going to be fun. So behind enemy lines I got for 3 already. If I can pick this guy up, then we'll get aerial denial for 5. And I also have... So real quick, guys. I can't remember where I cut off. So in my command phase, behind enemy lines and aerial denial. So I got behind enemy lines right there for 3.
Yep.
We have area denial and aerial denial is going to depend on here, and so is me getting 15 points extra on this. So just for ease of the game, he's just going to pick these guys up because I'm going to chew through those with all the melee and all that stuff. So we're just going to go right to here and go into fight phase. That'd be you first.
It is. All right, 3 attacks with Oath of Moment. And then wound on 3s. That's 3
solid. I need force. What is it? 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
All right, and he's alive with 2. So let's see if he can beat this Terminator up. All right, so 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. This is lethal, and then 2s again. So we have 4 of them at -2.
All right, here we go.
You got him right here.
No, he's dead.
These are 2 damage each. All right, so at the end of the game, so I'm going to score 15. So I'm going to score 9. Let's see, 23. I think in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3 plus 5, which is 20, plus the 3, which is 23. Let me show the score real quick. All right, guys, you saw a score. I'm 3 points short. Gabriel did a great job with the spacing and everything of the game. Yeah, 69-72, good game. What do you think of the... I'm not even going to hear what you see about Death Guard because you think they're overpowered.
The new Death Guard are overpowered, although not everything on the table. I think Death Shroud are crazy, and you didn't bring the worst defender, which is those bloat drones.
I did not bring it. There's a place, not in this detachment, obviously we want to show off some of the... This is a Terminator detachment. We actually didn't know we were bringing Terminators each.
Yeah.
So that's kind of worked out a good way. And as we all hanging in there, pretty good. Him not dying was pretty strong. No, I think it was a good game. I think that you played. I think you played the heck out of this list, and I think it's pretty solid. Plus, obviously, guys, I think Gabriel is he's a very good player. So even if my list, if you look at the list and you think, oh, that should win, he's a good player. So I knew it was going to be a close game.
I appreciate it, and this new Death Guard, people are still figuring out all the tricks. There's lots of power, lots of stuff here. We definitely missed some stuff. For instance, I did not take near enough mortals for being present.
Yeah, we did. I'm sure I missed some rerolls on my Lord Virulence. I'm sure we missed some stuff, but guys, give me a grace period. You just don't dive into a Codex and know everything, especially when there's 6 new detachments.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
As always, guys, God bless. Peace out.